In this video I want to answer one question: can budget straps like these compete? Hey guys, I'm Tyler, thank you for tuning back into the channel once again. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy what you see. And if you want to keep up to date with the latest from this channel, hit that notification bell as well. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at two straps from the brand Lekito. I'm going to be looking at this 3-inch wide neoprene strap, and then also this more traditional cotton made strap. And you'll find links for both of these in the description below. Both of these straps are probably about 25% cheaper than the straps you'd find from most manufacturers. So the question is, do they compete with those manufacturers and do they do as good a job? I think yes they do, but with a few caveats. I think when it comes to playing any guitar-like instrument, straps are probably one of those accessories that we don't really want to spend much money on, but can really to some degree make or break your experience with an instrument as well as your back. The type of strap you use should really be dictated to you by the weight of the instrument. So if you're using a heavier instrument, you probably want to be using something like this neoprene strap with a thicker, wider area to distribute that weight. And if you're playing something lighter, you can probably get away with something that's maybe slightly more stylish like this. Lekito markets these two straps pretty differently on Amazon. They're both listed with different intentions, and this 3-inch strap here is listed as really for heavy instruments and particularly mentions bass guitar, and obviously being a bass-centric channel, that's where I'm going to start. Priced at just under $26 or about £26, depending on where you are in the world, the first thing that really surprised me about this strap was the value for money that you're getting. Out of the box, you're not only greeted by the strap, but also a selection of picks. There's some string for attaching to those acoustic instruments that don't have a second strap button. And most impressively to me, there are also some strap locks. No, these aren't the most expensive strap locks, and they're not the fanciest strap locks either, but they do really function, and that's the most important thing. I've been using a set of these from Fender that are pretty much identical, except for Fender branding, and they've worked really well on my P-Bass for a very long time. So I think it's worth taking into account the $5 saving you're making, getting these built in with the strap from Lekito versus buying them aftermarket from someone like Fender. Now, as alluded to earlier, comfort is really one of the most important things when it comes to a strap. And straight away out of the box, this strap was very comfortable. It sits really nicely on the shoulder, and I really expect it to get more comfortable over time. Neoprene is probably my favourite material for straps, and I expect it just to give a little bit more as it gets older, and the neoprene starts to really loosen up a little bit, and I find that really comfortable on the shoulder compared to some other materials. Something I've not come across before on a strap is the use of these 3D studs on the back of it. They're really threefold in their function. The first function is that it allows more airflow underneath the strap, which is something I could have done on many a night, saving many a suit from a sweaty death. The second thing they do is, well, they're firm. They're slightly firm, and this helps aid with the spread of the comfort, spread of the weight to improve comfort. And the final thing they do is, just because they're a little bit firm, they also stop the strap from slipping. So the weight is kind of spread through those, and it allows the strap to really grip onto your clothing and prevent the strap from moving around while you're playing. Durability is of course a really important aspect of a strap, and I think the Lekito neoprene strap scores highly here too, though I don't necessarily like the way in which it's done in terms of the finish. The strap itself is made of neoprene, as you can see. That's the bulk of the strap. It has car belt material. Does it have another name? I'm sure it must have another name. Let me know what the name for that is in the comments, but this car seat belt type material. And then it has leather ends to the main attachment areas. When I say not so glamorously, that's aimed principally at the leather. It's so shiny that I thought it was a faux leather rather than real leather, and I'd personally rather have seen it in a slightly more natural or matte finish, like I have on a number of my other straps. But I do kind of understand that in a product at this price point, it probably helps with the consistency. Despite that look, it is genuine leather, so that does really help from the durability perspective. And I think it's adequately tough when you first put it on the strap to give you some reassurance that it's going to last a long time. For practicality, I really love this strap. It is a genuine one-hand adjustment, and it's simply a case of pulling the strap in whatever direction you want, and it goes there. My only complaint with this strap would be that I'd love to be able to make it a couple of inches shorter than its shortest setting. I'm just over 6 foot tall, and it definitely is long enough, but I want to really be able to be in control of my technique in every aspect. And so while it might look cool to wear the bass around your ankles, I can't really play that well. So I find it's easier to have it in a nice control position, pretty much so that my seating and my standing position would be almost identical in terms of the bass staying in the same place. So that would be my only gripe with this strap. The second most impressive thing about this strap is the use of the integrated pick holder. And now I know that's going to incite a lot of hate on this channel, being a bass channel, and feel free to start your flame war in the comments below about how bass players shouldn't use picks. But I personally think it's a really cool idea, and one that I wish more strap makers used. It holds approximately 3 picks, and it makes life just a bit easier if you're switching between different styles on a show, rather than having to grovel around in your back pocket in a panic, only to draw out a 2p coin as the guitarist starts the next song. Yes, I've been there before. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit the like button, and if you're loving this content so much that you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell to keep updated with the latest videos from the channel and more videos just like this. Switching now to the more traditional Lekito cotton strap here. It's a lot simpler of a strap, and it's a lot more like what we've been used to seeing throughout the history of the guitar strap, but I think it does approach some things in a bit of a better and more interesting way, and it has some great features that make it more than worth the asking price. Initially, I suggest it primarily for acoustic guitar and electric guitar rather than bass guitar, and I will get onto that in just a moment. Now, amazingly, despite this strap coming in at a mere $13 or £13, and at the time of purchasing having a 20% voucher to apply at checkout in the Amazon link, check it out in the link in the description below, this strap still comes with the same accessories that you get with the Neoprene, so you're still getting the picks as well as the strap locks. For me, that makes it really hard to beat if you're looking just from a value for money perspective. The strap itself is built differently to the Neoprene strap, but with some of the same features. Just like the Neoprene, it's got the leather ends for durability, and it's also got the pick holders built in, but this time going one better than the Neoprene strap, if you ask me, with them both on the front and the rear, so you've got space for up to 6 picks. It also is probably better suited to a wider range of players, being that you can make it significantly shorter than the Neoprene strap, so it's probably not a bad shout if you've got children, as well as being, of course, usable by adult players. For the most part, the strap's made of cotton, which has both its strengths and its weaknesses, of course. This strap's the blue model, though it's kind of really claret and blue, which makes it ideal for any West Ham or Aston Villa supporter out there. The pattern is pretty traditional, and I think it's kind of inoffensive if you ask me. It doesn't really excite me on its own, but I think if you pair it with the right instrument and the right colour combination, then I could definitely see why you'd like it. And it does come in a variety of colours, which you can check out if you click the link in the description below. Being cotton, it is lightweight, and it's also pretty breathable compared to most straps in long-term use, though I haven't really had a lot of chance to put that to the test, as of course it's only just kind of getting warm here in the UK as ever. The downside of this construction is that, of course, it's not really very forgiving with a heavy instrument. When you put the bass over your shoulder with this strap, you know about it. Whilst the Neoprene strap will give a little bit and kind of pull down across your shoulder and spread the weight, that's really not going to be the case when you put this over your shoulder. However, I think if you're going to pair this strap with an acoustic guitar or an electric guitar, it's just great and works. Its adjustability, whilst isn't probably as good as the Neoprene strap, is still pretty secure, and it's probably the best I've seen in a budget strap. So wrapping up this review, if I was asked, do these straps compete with the rest of the market? I've got to say yes, they do. If you look at just the cotton adjustable strap first, to my mind, this package beats any strap you're going to find for a similar price in your local music store, hands down. I've never honestly seen a low price strap to be so fully featured, and I do to some extent wonder how it's even possible. When you add in the price of the strap locks, the value for money you're getting by having those included, the accessories, the picks, and of course the 20% discount that there was available at checkout, and just the starting price of $13, then it's really hard not to recommend this to most players. unless you're a bass player playing long shows. At that point, I'd definitely be pointing them towards the neoprene strap. It's really probably one of the most fully featured straps I've ever had my hands on. No, it's probably not my favourite, but in terms of all the things that you would want in a strap, it has them, and it really delivers on them for a third less in terms of price. It's probably competing with straps in the $35 to $40 range, whilst coming in at $25, $26, £25. And no, it's probably not the most comfortable, but it is very comfortable. And it's not the best looking in terms of the fit and finish. You know, it's not got that natural leather look that I love. But for the price and the value you're getting, it really is within, you know, the margin that it does compete. And you're also making that saving as well. And just things like the pick holder, I love them. I think they're great innovations, and it's great to see a fully featured strap with innovation in a budget strap, effectively. Probably the greatest compliment that I could give these straps, and greatest commendation I could give you guys as watchers, is that both of these straps will be staying in my arsenal and they will be being used. Despite my arsenal of straps containing straps by Sadowski, Neotech, Comfort Strap, these will be in the arsenal, and the neoprene is going to go on my 5-string fretless bass, which is really my heaviest bass, and the cotton strap is going to be living on my Gibson acoustic. So if I was asked, can budget straps compete? I think really this video tells you all. If you want to purchase either of these straps, the link to them both will be in the description below. It's an Amazon affiliate link, so you'll be helping out the channel, as well as finding your way straight to these great value straps. Thank you to Lekito for asking me to review them. It's been a pleasure getting to try out some new stuff from a different company. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. And if you just like this video, hit the thumbs up button and help me out in the YouTube algorithm. My Instagram will be linked below me right now, and I will see you in the next video.